Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to be covering a new story. It is called Storm is Coming. So we have been talking about storms all week. Today we are going to read a fiction story about storms. Everyone say fiction, nonfiction, fiction, nonfiction. Good. So what do we know about nonfiction books? Good. Informational. Everyone say informational. Nonfiction. Informational, nonfiction. Good. Fiction books, remember, fiction books, we know that this is fiction. Why? Why do we know that this is fiction? Yes, because it has pictures. Good. It looks like someone drew pictures, right? It's not real. Good. It's fiction because we know that they're drawn by an illustrator, right? Good. So we have illustration. What else do we have here? Good. It is a made-up story. So make believe, not real. Good. So this is not real. Okay. Now, even though it's not a real story, does it still talk about storms? Yeah, it can still talk about a storm, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be real. Okay. Because do animals talk? No. So it's like a make-believe, but it's kind of real because it's talking about what? A storm, but it's not real because it's not going to give us information like a nonfiction book, okay? But it's still really fun to read. So I'm going to go ahead and read these to you guys today because I really like this story. And whoops. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The Storm is Coming, okay? This book is by Heather Tekavec, illustrated by Margaret Spengler, okay? Storm is Coming. The storm is coming. I'm going to stand up so you guys can see the beautiful pictures. The old farmer leaped out of his chair and clicked the radio off. "Hear that, dog?" he bellowed. "Storm is coming! We better get the animals safely in the barn." Dog sprang to his feet and bounded out the door. "Round 'em up," the farmer called as the dog ran circles around the sheep. "Storm is coming, storm is coming," barked Dog. "We have to get to the barn quickly." Frightened, the sheep raced after the dog toward the barn. Would you be scared of a storm is coming? Probably. I don't want to get wet. On the way, they passed the pond where the ducks were paddling. "Storm is coming! Storm is coming!" the sheep bellowed. "We have to get to the barn quickly." Duck flapped up the grassy bank and flew ahead of the sheep. The cow in the pasture looked up at the animals sped past. "Storm is coming! Storm is coming!" Duck quacked. "We have to get to the barn quickly." Quack, quack. The cows herd together and joined the stampede. When they all reached the barn, the farmer hurried them inside. Then he shut the door heavily. It's coming. The barking, the flapping, the bleating, and the mooing awoke Cat from her nap in the hay. She stretched and yawned and opened one eye. "The storm is coming," the animals told her all at once. "And who is Storm?" she meowed. The cows looked at Duck. The duck looked at the sheep. The sheep looked at Dog. But Dog didn't know. What's the storm? Well, he must be very mean, Dog decided, moving to guard the door. "And he must be very scary," the sheep stammered, starting to shiver. "Big, big, he must be very big," the duck sputtered, flapping into the air in a flurry. The cows just lay in the corner and moaned. The cat yawned again. "Wake me up when he gets here," she murmured and drifted back to sleep. Right there. I don't think she's bothered by the storm or scared. She's probably just sleeping. The animals waited and listened, but there was no sign of storm. We need a lookout, the dog barked. Dog flew up to the open window and cautiously peeked out. No storm, no storm, he quacked, quack, quack. But the sky is growing very, very, very dark. So here's a duck. He's peeking. Oh no, bleated the sheep. Even the sun is hiding from the storm. The cows dropped their heads and moaned louder. The dark is good, Dog told them. Storm can't find us in the dark. The animals nodded. This is good, they agreed. Nod. They all think it's the dog's right. Duck called down again. I still don't see storm, but there's a big wind blowing. Great, Dog barked. The wind will blow the storm away. The cows lifted their heads and the sheep stopped shaking. Hopefully they're okay. Let's find out. But then they heard a heavy tapping on the roof. Storm is knocking.
You answered all the questions correctly.
The sheep cried. No, it's only rain, Duck informed them. Dog nodded. The rain will wash away our tracks so the storm can't follow us, he added. The cows and the sheep listened for a moment, and then they nodded in agreement. Everyone nod. One more time, Duck called down. I still don't see storm, but the sky is flashing. The sky is going to blind the storm so he can't see us, the dog announced. The cows scrambled to their feet and the sheep started shuffling. Dog's so smart, huh? A roll of thunder shook the barn. Hear that, Duck? Dog barked. Yes, Doug quacked. The clouds are growling at the storm. They'll scare him away for sure. All day long, the wind blew, the rain fell, the lightning flashed, and the thunder rolled. And through it all, the animals cheered. They were happy. But then everything stopped. The sky went silent, and so did the animals. They waited and listened, and the duck flew down to huddle with the others. Thump, thump, thump! Someone was coming toward the barn. Click, click, clang! Someone was opening the door. Creak! Someone was coming in. The animals backed into the corner. This was it. The storm had come to get them. The door swung open, wide open, and the animals gasped. What's coming, guys? What do you think's coming? Here we go. It was the farmer. Everyone out, he called. It's all safe now. Hooray! Shouted the animals. The barking, the flapping, the bleating, and the mooing woke Cat again. She stretched and yawned and opened one eye. Did I miss the storm? She meowed. No, Dog reported. Storm never came. Then he ran out into the sunshine with the others, and Cat went back to sleep. The end. All right, boys and girls, what an amazing story about the storm. So the whole time, did the storm come? Yes, it came. And the pets just didn't know that it was actually a storm. They all just thought it was just thunder and lightning and flashing and all kinds of things that happen in a storm, but they didn't even think that it was actually a storm. They thought storm was what? Good. They thought storm was a mean person that was going to come and get them. But they didn't actually know that a storm is all in the weather in the sky, right? It's all weather. So that was pretty funny. They got tricked, right? And the dog just didn't know. He just knew his job was to get all the animals in the barn. So it was really, really funny. I really enjoyed reading this to you guys because it's one of my favorite books. All right, so now that we've been able to read both books, one is fictional and one is nonfiction. You guys can tell me which one you guys like the best. I will talk to you guys about the story in our hangout chat, so we'll be able to discuss more and further. I would love to hear what you guys think about the story because it's one of my favorites. So I want to hear what you think. Okay. Today you guys will need a worksheet. It's called Connections. Everyone should have this worksheet available. Connections. With connections, you will see that it says directions. Illustrated time you experienced a storm. Be sure to show how you felt. So after reading both stories, I feel like I would feel more like the cat. I would feel like I just want to sleep. It's raining and it's a lot of, a lot of noise and a lot of thunder and lightning, and I don't know if I want to see all that. So if I was in the story or if I was in a storm, I would be like the cat and I just want to sleep. I would love to take a nap when it's a storm. So when I have storms outside of my house, I usually like to take a nap. So I think I'm just like the cat. So I loved it because I was able to make a connection of a storm that I've seen outside of my house. And now I made that connection to the story for The Storm is Coming. So let's see. If I was in this storm, how would I feel? So I would probably draw myself kind of, here's my eyes. I'm a little sad. And then here's Misty's hair. Okay. All right. And then here's her shoulders. And she's kind of going like, well, I don't know what's going on out there. But here's me. And then here's my pillow. Okay. And then here's my blanket. Okay. And then here outside, I see a cloud, and I see a lot of rain, okay? And then I'm going to draw myself in my house, because when there's a storm, I'm usually inside of my house, or in the classroom, right? So here we go. Misty's inside of her house. Then we see a lot of storm on the outside, right? I see a cloud full of what? Rain. And then I see thunder. Make sure I color my rain the right color, right? Make sure you color it the correct color. Okay. And then for Misty's hair, we want to make sure it's black, like real life, right? My eyebrows. Okay. And I'm kind of sad because I have to sleep through the storm and I can't go outside and play. So Misty felt a little sad during the storm. Yeah, I mean, you can put that you're sleepy too, but I was sad, so I just took a nap like the cat. But I think I feel kind of sad. Yeah, a little bit. But I was sleepy, so here's my blanket, here's my pillow. Okay, and then outside you can see the storm. I see the the lightning, right? Like big flashes. So big flashes would usually look what color? What color would flashes be? Good, yellow, like the Flash, right? Like my dog, Flash, yellow. Okay. So make sure that when you guys do this, you guys are using a lot of color, just like we see in Storm is Coming. Because in Storm is Coming, we have so much beautiful colors. And I want you guys to make sure you use beautiful colors, just like we have here on our page. When you guys are done making your connection, please go ahead and take a picture and send it to me on Seesaw. Good. Thank you, boys and girls, for watching my story. I hope you loved it, and I will talk to you on Hangout. Bye.